Hi, it's Daphne. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a book haul. I've acquired all these books from my last video where I showed you my entire own TBR. So all these books are new to my home since then. So it's been a few months. I haven't acquired these like just in the last month or so. Like this has been a few months. I'm gonna go through these books by category. The three categories are books that I bought new, books I picked up secondhand, and then my book of the month books. I have the Obelisk Gate. This is the second book in the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. I'm very excited to get to this sometime soon. I really enjoyed the first one. I have Well Matched by Jen DeLuca. This is the third book in her Well Met series. I read this, enjoyed it for the most part, gave it 4 stars. It was a fun, like, contemporary romance about people working in a Renaissance fair. I also have Emily Henry's latest book, Book Lovers. I read this as well. I gave this 4 stars. It's supposed to be like enemies to lovers vibes between a book agent and an editor, but there's not really an enemies vibe. It's a lot of like women's fiction vibes, but the romance is also really cute. And I have this book as well. This is How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is like a self-help book about just making better connections with people, understanding where you can improve socially. And I've been annotating it. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not that far into it, but honestly, the advice I'm implementing already, and it's pretty good. I picked up Animal Farm as well by George Orwell. I have his other book, 1984, as well, but I haven't read either of these yet, but I'm excited to get to it. I'm hoping it aligns with like my vegan lifestyle and just a view on life. So excited to see what this is about. And the cover is beautiful. Sorry if you can hear some banging. I think they're doing like renovations on the unit nearby. I have Bunny as well by Mona Awad. I'm very excited about this. I know Chloe from Books with Chloe really loves this book. Like this book is a major part of her personality right now. She loves everything bunny, and I just want to be in the know. It gives very culty vibes. I've heard people say it's very bizarre, and I'm excited to experience it myself. I kind of want to do a dedicated reading vlog for this. Those are all the books that I bought brand new, so now I'm gonna go into the books I picked up used. I was in Hoboken and I picked up these 2 Lorraine Heaths from the used bookstore over there. I don't really know what they're about, but the first one is called When a Duke Loves a Woman, and the other one is Beauty Tempts a Beast. They're in the same series. They're both in A Sin for All Seasons series, it looks like, but I don't know which one comes first, but I'll definitely make sure to read them in order. That same day, I picked up the 2nd and 3rd books in the Game of Thrones series. So it is A Clash of Kings and A Storm of Swords. I'm not in a rush to read these. I do have the first one as well, but I think I had that in my other video, so I'm not mentioning it here necessarily. There are thick boys. I'm actually watching the show with my fiance now, and we're having a really good time. I think we're on like season 4 or something, I don't know. But I know the show goes off kind of the rails. So I will read these one day, but probably not anytime soon because I'm watching the show right now. Then I have The Secret History. I picked this up at the thrift store down in Florida when I was visiting my grandmother. I'm excited to get to this. I know this is also Jamie from Jamie's Library's favorite book. And yeah, she just hyped it up so much. It made me excited about it. I know it's dark academia. I know there's like a murder in there, and it's a cult classic kind of book, I feel like. So excited to give this a shot, hopefully one day soon. The next 4 books I picked up when I was visiting my parents. I actually found this in a little free library in my neighborhood. It wasn't there when I was growing up, so that was really cool to find. This is Frederick Bachman's My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry, and it just sounds so charming, and I just love Frederick Bachman's writing so much. It's just all about like human connection, and it's just always so moving and emotional, and I'm very excited to add this to my collection, and I will probably collect all his books over time because I just love his writing so much. I found this at the thrift store in my mom's town, The Summer Garden. This is the 2nd book to the Bronze Horseman series. I read the first book when I was in high school and didn't even realize it was a series. It just like left off on the biggest cliffhanger, so I'm excited to reread the first one and finally get to the 2nd one. This is a romance book in Russia during some kind of war. I don't remember the details that much. I just remember it was like wrong place, wrong time. I'm just so happy that I found this. Now I have my own copy of The Kite Runner. I also read this in high school, and it's just a book that sticks in my mind so much. So I'm happy to finally have my own copy again. I don't know where my original copy went, I lost it. But it ripped my heart out, so I'm not in a rush to read this. I'm just happy to have it in my collection. And then I also picked up The Time Traveler's Wife. My mom recommended this to me. I do love romance, and I know there's romance in this, and I do love time travel, so hopefully this works for me. It's never jumped out at me as something I would be interested in, but I'm willing to give it a try, so maybe one day the mood will strike to read this. All right, now I'm gonna take you through all the Book of the Month books I collected fairly recently. I have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is a well-beloved book. My mom also loved this book and highly recommended it. That's why I decided to pick it up. I'm very excited to get into this and see what I think. I have Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie. I read this recently, didn't love it, ended up giving it 2 stars. Very dialogue heavy, and Agatha Christie doesn't have the best past. I mean, she's dead, but apparently she was very racist in her life, so I'm over it. I gave it a try. It is very classic literature when it comes to the mystery genre as far as I'm aware, so happy to have tried it, but I didn't like it as much as I wanted to, so. But this cover is beautiful, but I'll probably unhaul it at some point. Then I have Love and Other Disasters. This is a queer romance about 2 people on a cooking show. One of the characters identifies as non-binary. This is the first book I read with a non-binary main character, and it was a great time. I ended up giving it 5 stars. I thought it was very heartwarming and cute and steamy and just a fun ride. I had a great time. This past month, I picked up Upgrade by Blake Crouch. Apparently he's very well known, but I haven't read any of his works, and I'm trying to get more into science fiction, so I'm excited to give this a try. Also this past month, I picked up Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I know this is about like video games, and maybe there's like a romance in it, but it's not like a romance book, I don't believe. And I think it spans a lot of time. I think this cover is also stunning. I don't know if the premise of the book is something I would have leaned towards normally, but I'm excited to try something different. I know Lexi from Lexi's Library really loved it, so on her recommendation, I picked it up. I'll also link her channel down below. I have Peace Blossom Spring by Melissa Fu. This, I think, is like about a daughter and her mother. I don't really remember, but I was trying something new, so I picked it up. So I really gotta read this and get this off my TBR. And then I wanted to try something else outside of my comfort zone, so I have The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis. I think this is like some kind of like old-timey mystery as well, of like the elite and the famous and the young and beautiful. I don't know, that's the kind of energy it gives, but I don't remember. I picked this up a while ago. The books that I pick out of my comfort zone always tend to get like real dusty, so I just gotta like get to it soon. And then the last book in this haul is The Cartographers by Peng Shepherd. I'm currently reading this book. It's all about maps, and there's this mystery going on with this very innocuous like gas station map, and she's trying to figure out what's the deal with this map, why is it so sought after, and it seems like there's some kind of secret society and all this stuff. I will obviously let you know how it goes when I finish it, but I'm enjoying it so far. I think the writing is really nice. The opening of the book was beautiful. It just kind of like, I felt like you were zoomed in on this very beautiful map, and you kind of zoom out into the reality of this girl's life. So the writing I'm enjoying very much so far. Those are all the books I've hauled recently. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what books you think I should prioritize over others. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in another video. Bye!